Gasp!
Welcome to the stream. Today is session 11 of Sunday Friends. Who's excited?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Me, I am.
Yeah? Okay. Anything before we get started?
I'm also terrified.
Sad.
Also terrified too.
Why is that?
Is my web captioner up?
No. Kendall, would you like to give us an in-character recap of last session?
I thought Dev had to do it always. Okay.
Settle that vote.
So. Okay, now I have to get in character.
Also, today is the 100th episode of of my campaign. Yep.
Congratulations. Alrighty. So we finished. We helped the elf, or we had a funeral for our elf.
Oh, including HRH and Strands. My bad. All of the main games. All of the pussy games. Continue, please.
Okay. Okay, let me start over. So we helped the elf banshee rest in peace. And we made a grave for her. And Salix grew a tree, and I made sure that she'd be protected. We made it back to the monastery, only to find bad news. Some group, the Silence, was looking for us. Well, specifically, the book. The book that Kiri thought they had gotten rid of. But I'd gotten it back from Sura. I thought that we could protect it. Kiri's friend told us there was more, the Silence, whoever they were, waiting for us outside. We should have listened when they said that for every one you see, there was even more hiding in the shadows. But I thought we had a foolproof plan. Salix and I were going to go out and divert them, while Kiri and Dev came from behind and flanked them, but didn't end up that way. A lot stronger than we thought. Salix ran one way, I ran the other, and they were fast. They could teleport or move fast. I don't know. They were too quick to see, but every time we took a step, they were in front of us trying to stop us, and they just wanted the book, and maybe we should have just given it to them, but it just didn't seem right. It didn't matter in the end. They hit me, and next thing I remember, Salix was gone. They took her. And now we have to find her. We have to get her back, but I thought I had made a deal with someone for power, and instead I got a sword through the chest.
The last that we left off, Kendall and a strangely elven figure were in a bit of a clearing. This elf figure's dark sallow skin, high cheekbones, long pointed ears, but a darkness in her eyes. Heavy bronze metal armor, massive greatsword in her back, and Devereaux, you watch as time seems to stop as she draws the sword and drives it right through Kendall's chest. You see it. As you see it enter him, though, you expect the tip to point out his back, but instead only a dark energy falls from the back of his leather armor. Kendall, you're floating. Everything around you is black. The inky void, this is how you always imagined the inky void of death. At first it's nice, almost like a dream. And then you remember that you have something to do. You have a job, a duty to your sister. As you open your eyes, you realize that you're in some sort of viscous liquid, maybe water. Feels heavier than that. But you don't feel like you need to breathe. A porcelain mask appears in front of you, larger than life. It looks down at you with empty eyes. And then you see appearing behind it a swirling figure, a pair of hands. The hand reaches out and holds you in the palm. You feel your feet connect. It's very cold. What do you do?
Am I dead?
No.
Then where am I?
You are in a place where you and I can speak freely. You're in a place where we can make a deal.
And what should I call you?
I am the Raven Queen, Mistress of Fate, your patron.
Okay.
In exchange for your sister, for her whereabouts, for the means to track her, you will agree to locate an item. A sword.
A sword.
Yes.
As soon as I get my sister, I'll get what you want.
I'm going to give you an ability. A chance to prove yourself to me, to yourself. You will know the exact location of your sister. And you will know the exact location of the sword. At all times. Until you find each one.
Okay. Do you understand that they have my sister and they have
The Godfall.
the Godfall?
Yes.
I haven't read it, but
Do not lie to me.
I haven't read it all. But I can only imagine you're in there.
I am.
As my mistress, does that book matter to you?
It does.
Yet, you want a sword.
The sword is not for me. The sword is for you. Would you like to know how to destroy the Godfall?
Yes.
She leans in and she whispers in your ear exactly what I'm about to message you. And as she pulls back, you get in your mind's eye a glimpse of this sword. This item that she's been talking about. It's astonishing. Massive. Entirely black. As if it is made of something even darker than obsidian. Blood drips from the end. And there is a dark green energy about it. The same green energy that you have been exuding. And as soon as you see it, you hear a voice that calls to you. It doesn't say words so much as it is more of a pull.
I know that it's not there, but I want to grab it.
Okay. You reach out and your hand wraps around its hilt. It's impossibly cold to the touch, and a chill goes down your spine. This sword has names, many of them. Would it be useful for you to know them?
No. I don't think it would. A name's just a name after all.
You see, the stoic porcelain mask actually smiles. This sword is all you need to take down the Mad Lich King and even the Whispered One. At the very least, it will protect you and your friends from what is to come. Because there is darkness ahead of you. A darkness that cannot be stopped. It can only be fought. A darkness that is written in the weave itself. You and your sister you will need each other. You will need your friends, you will need your allies, and you will need me. Get stronger, that is my first commandment. Train yourself harder than you've ever trained before, and I will reward you. Are we clear?
I drop to my knee and I rest my elbow on my leg and I bow my head. Yes, my queen.
As soon as the words leave your lips, you open your eyes again and you are standing in the clearing. This elven woman in front of you. This elven woman in front of you withdraws her greatsword. And you reach for your chest, expecting a wound. There is none. She sheathes this blade on her back. She takes a step away. Gives you a nod. Turns around. And walks away.
Where's Salix?
As soon as you ask that out, you asking that out loud or in your head?
In my head.
You get a mental flash, and you see her bound and gagged, being carried over someone's shoulder. You get the sense that she is about 5 miles north of where you are. She's still in the woods, but it looks like they're going to the west where the mountain ranges are. You have her exact location.
Dev, are you still here?
I come running up next to you.
Yeah, no, we need to find Kyria. I know where she is. Let's go.
But
I know.
I just saw you get impaled.
Well, I'm fine now, Dev. I know where Salix is, though.
You God. You what?
I know where Salix is. We can go get her. But we'll
Okay.
need Kiri.
Obviously, but come on. Just back this way. How do you know?
I forgot that I'm not. I'm only at 1 health. But
Yeah.
I forgot. Kendall forgets that he's not feeling well, and I turned to run, but I'd imagine I fall to the floor.
I stoop down and put my hands on your shoulder. You're exhausted. And
I know. But
I turned and looked. Is that woman still like here or is she gone?
Oh, she's gone.
Kendall,
we
you
can't.
should be dead.
And
You should be dead 5 times over.
yeah. I can't say I'm not used to this, Dev, but we have to. I don't know. We don't. They're carrying her, and she's tied up, and we can't. I can't not do something.
Of course. Come on. Let's go back and find Kiri. Of course we have to rescue her, but I don't know what good you are right now. You can't even walk. Come on, use me like a crutch. Lean on my shoulder.
I do my best to do exactly that. I don't know, Dev. Every second they get farther away. Every second, I don't. Look what they did to me. What are they gonna do to her?
I don't know. But she has the book, so maybe once they find it, they'll spare her. The least we can do is
I don't know
recover
if
a
I can
little
take that
strength.
chance, Dev. what if they get the book and they while I'm laying down, while I'm doing nothing.
Well, when you get enough strength, as soon as you're ready to go, we go. That's all we can do.
I close my eyes again to picture where Salix is.
You see her. She is slumped up against a wall, still unconscious. You know she is not much farther from the last time you checked in.
I think I'm gonna pass out.
Kiri, Kendall just gets into view, and you see him collapse.
Kiri.
I'm gonna take him over and like lay him down. I was setting up a campsite prior, so I'm just gonna set him down somewhere. What happened? That took a bit.
He's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but some woman came out of nowhere, and I was too far to hear exactly what they were saying, but she skewered him, Kiri. With an enormous sword. Probably 2 times longer than I am. But before I could even react...
You looking that great when you left.
He looks pale, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know what that could be. We don't even know half of what happened out here.
I'm worried. He says he knows where his sister is, though. Your
Did he
guess is
say
as
where?
good as mine. No. No. It was a wonder he could say anything before he passed out. I think as soon as he's ready to go, we leave.
Would you all like to take
Deb,
a
how
walk?
much do you know about that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dev, how much do you know about that book we were carrying around?
All I know is that it upset everyone. And I'm pretty sure it almost killed
Sounds about
Salix. But beyond that, I've been keeping my nose out of it.
Do you think it's worth fighting for?
You mean the 4 of us? Fighting
Yeah.
between the 4 of us?
Not between us. Us with other people, like the people who have Salix now.
Quite honestly, if we were to fight with those people, they'd destroy us. You saw how effortlessly that
Yeah.
man charred Kendall. The whole forest lit up. If we have to choose between getting the book and saving Salix, we have to choose people over objects.
I could not agree more. How bad is Kendall looking right now?
Pretty
Like,
bad.
obviously real fucking bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna make it?
Maybe? Probably? Give me a minute. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna.
Alex,
For a bit.
your internet's cutting out.
Oof! Yikes! Can you hear me now?
Not really. Can you repeat what you said you were gonna do to Kendall?
Okay. I wanted to know if I step out for a bit and use the sending stone I got last week. Let me quickly count out words for message and.
With a sending stone, I guess you don't really need to count out words, because.
Okay, sure. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab it and just send a message out. Hey, it's pretty bad out here. If you have any horses or a healing potion to spare, well, we really appreciate it, and we can pay or return the horses or do whatever. But we lost somebody and we're trying to get her back, so trying to move as fast as we can. But I understand if it's not something you can spare. Just let me know, okay? I'll slip it back in my pocket.
Okay. What did the two of you do while you wait?
Nothing substantive.
Salix. One second. Salix, you wake painfully. 1 hit point. Someone has either given you part of a healing potion or dropped 1 point of a lay on hand into you, but you are woken roughly. The room is dark. In front of you, on one wall of this rocky, wherever you are, looks like a cave wall, maybe. What terrain are you, land druid of the
Forest.
Okay, so yeah, there's a brazier, a torch lit, and in front of you is a woman. She is a human woman with wearing a headscarf around her hair. Are you going to give us the book or not?
If you have me and you don't already have the book, then you're not nearly as smart as you think you are.
Noted. How many bags did you have?
Just the one.
All of your belongings. Oh, you only had 1 bag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a rather large bag, but I keep everything either in it or attached to it.
Okay, and so then
by various clips or ties.
The bag of holding was in that bag?
It was wrapped in sewn together skins inside that bag.
Inside the big bag, so it wasn't like in a bag of holding.
Well, the book was in the bag of holding.
The book was in the bag of holding? The bag of holding was wrapped in a leather. In a bag. Great. Okay.
Really, all they had to do was start rummaging through my stuff.
Okay, for some reason I thought you had a bunch of bags, a bunch of different types of bags. Okay.
Nope. It was really essentially just to, if she decided to drop the book, to give her time to get away as they were going through and unwrapping it.
Okay.
That was really the only thing. It wasn't like she had a complicated setup other than that. It was just in the bag of holding,
All right,
wrapped
let's
in something
rewind.
in the bag.
So you still have this woman in front of you. She's got a headscarf. And as you wake, she meets your eyes. You see her eyes are an ice pale blue. Let's talk about the book.
Oh, I'm not an expert on anything, so can't really answer a quiz.
How much did you read?
Not very much.
Make a deception check? Are you trying to be honest or are you trying to deceive?
Trying to be honest.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily, I was going to, but I didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
Oh, 15.
Did you or anyone make any copies?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Roll a persuasion check.
6.
Which one of your party members had the book the most?
Probably me, actually.
Roll deception.
Eight.
She kneels down. Which one of your friends had the book the most?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say it loud enough. Probably me.
Is this information worth dying for?
Is it worth killing for, really? I mean...
Killing for is easy. Dying for? That's your choice. How would your friends feel if they knew you died just to lie?
Well, Fuzzy'd be pretty pissed. But... depends on what for.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. She draws a dagger. Who had it the most?
Guess you're just gonna have to kill me, huh?
Eris.
Salix would never sell out anybody she's traveling with.
Oh.
I don't care how she feels about Carrie. She's still not selling them out.
Okay. Kendall, Devereaux, Kiri. I would say because Kendall only needs 4 hours of trance to recover, technically. You feel after about 4 hours, you feel rejuvenated and refreshed.
I'm gonna use some of my hit dice to recover.
Okay. You could take a full 8 hours if you'd like.
No. We gotta get moving. I'm just like sitting next to Kendall the whole time, like just watching them.
Kendall?
What do I see when I open my eyes?
I don't know. What do you see?
Is Kiri still around? Dev still around? I know Dev's still there.
You see, you are still in the woods. Kiri has set up a campfire. It's about... it was first thing in the morning. So maybe it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now.
I'm gonna, the first thing I do is I'm going to use my newfound power to check on Salix.
Okay. The music got very serious. Salix, do you have a natural crit? Or you have a auto crit from the chat?
Don't think it'll help, but
Kendall.
Yeah.
You see a flash of Salix, who is bound, and there is a dagger to her throat. She looks strong, stubborn, unmoving. She's still in the same place you saw her last.
I whisper under my breath, just give them the book, Petals. And I open up my eyes and I look to Kiri and Dev and I say, I hope you're ready because I'm leaving with or without you. But I'd prefer you to come with me. I stand up and I start tightening my straps and getting my bags ready.
Kind of like double time, disassemble this whole campsite and get ready to go.
Sure. As you were all getting ready, you hear in the bushes some disturbance. It's Alanae with your horses.
Better than I thought it would be.
What?
I was just saying that's a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, Alanae with your horses. 3 of them, if I remember correctly. She hands you 1 healing potion. Make it count.
Do you want? Yes.
Salix. You've got the dagger to your throat. As this woman gets closer, you swear her eyes get bluer. And now that you have her skin on yours, you see there's a bit of gold around the edges that starts to burn through. And as she touches you, there's a warmth coming from her. An unnatural body heat. Make a nature check.
oh, 14.
Okay. It reminds you of how cold Kiri is when you touch them. It's almost the exact opposite feeling. This woman has a dagger to your throat. She says, "Give me one reason why I shouldn't take your life right now."
Because even if you kill me, you still won't get the information you seek.
But if I kill you, I can just go and find your friends and kill them one by one.
So what's stopping you from killing me now anyways? You could have done that already.
Trying to see how useful you are. Trying to see how easily you break.
Well, obviously, there are things that I care about more than death, like my friends. So,
I understand that. You're Salix of the Evertrees, aren't you?
you obviously know a lot.
It's my job. The blade comes tighter on your throat. Your parents are the elders of the Evertree Grove. It's a very important place.
I'm sure.
You don't know.
I mean, it has to be if it's protected the way it is.
Good girl. Why do you think it's protected so fiercely?
I have many theories.
But you don't know.
It's for the elders only. As you can tell, I am not an elder.
Not yet.
Well, from the looks of my current situation, it's probably not going to happen, so.
Unless you can prove yourself to be useful. These tattoos. You've bonded to your tree.
Yes.
Don't you want to see her again?
Yes.
Who will protect her if you die?
I'm sure she'll be protected.
The tree has one protector. And that was your solemn duty. Wasn't it? How did you justify leaving?
Selfishness.
That I can understand. When will you return? When she's in danger? Will you get there in time? What if you're too far?
Then my foolishness will cost me everything.
I like you.
I can't imagine why.
Because you have gotten yourself into a deal that you had no idea what the stipulations were. You struck a bargain without knowing what you were giving up. You gave away something you cannot get back. And then you run from it. For selfishness. That I can understand. We are all selfish. And when people want to act on their own desires, that inconveniences other people, we're called selfish. We're bad sisters or mothers. You have to do what is right for you. could help you. You see, I would want to protect your grove if I were you. She pulls back. My name is Maud. It's nice to meet you, Salix. Now, how about I make you a deal that you do know all of the components to?
Oh, and what would that be?
Your life? A single time get out of jail free card. A token you can use to transport yourself back to your tree.
And what do you want?
I have it under good reason that your companion made a copy of the Godfall. I want the copy destroyed.
I mean, I did try to destroy the original and that didn't work, so I'm not 100% sure if a copy would be able to be destroyed either. But, I mean, if there was a copy, I would want to destroy it anyways.
So we're on the same side then. Do we have a deal?
Do I have to go straight back to my tree?
No. This is just a token to take you back should you need.
And how exactly do you know where that is?
Make a persuasion check. Or you can use your auto crit.
Yeah, I'm going to use my auto crit because that was terrible.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Because do you know what that auto crit gets you?
I don't know.
Pulls down the scarf, and this human woman fades away. Instead, you see a brilliant summer Eladrin standing in front of you. She sparkles even in this dark cave. She shines, she radiates light. And her dark green armor, long golden hair, long, impossibly long pointed ears. She looks almost a little familiar, as if you've seen someone like her, but you're not quite sure from where. I'm an Eladrin. The tree you've sworn to protect. Protect someone that I love.
Who was that?
It protects a sanctuary in the Feywild. And that sanctuary is where the Summer Court lives.
Oh. You know, that makes a lot of sense. That answers a lot of questions about certain traditions we have. Okay.
You would know had you read the Godfall. Which means that if another one of your party members knows, they know that to destroy your willow would cripple the summer court.
Okay.
Do you
If I find
understand?
another copy, I will destroy it if possible.
Very good. Very good. Now, I will let you go. And she pulls out of her pocket a necklace. It has a long chain, or a thin chain around the center, and it clasps right here. And then it has a bit of a chain that hangs down with a golden leaf pendant.
I like it.
This will take you home one time.
Will it take anyone with me?
No,
Or just me?
just you. Or anyone who wears it.
Okay.
You must protect the willow. If she falls, well, many lives will be lost. I commend you on not giving up your friend. It is that kind of bravery and foolishness that will get you killed. You must understand that there are more important things than your friends. In the end. Should someone think that they have an opportunity to take Willow, your whole family will be destroyed. Think about that the next time you were willing to die for something so foolish. Do we understand?
Yeah.
Get up. Follow me. You stand and follow the summer ladder now. At some point, as you're walking down this, following her down this long hallway, you see a hand reach out and hand her a bag. It's yours. This woman takes it, walks you out, and you can see sunlight filtering out at the end of the tunnel. And at the end of the tunnel, she turns to you, hands you the bag. We have a deal.
Yeah.
Very good.
I will take the bag and try to determine where I think I am.
Okay, make a survival check.
Oh, that was pretty good. 19.
Yeah, you feel as though you're a couple, many miles northwest of where you were.
Okay, I will start walking in the direction of the lakes where I was supposed to meet Kendall.
Okay. You know it's going to take you an hour, maybe an hour. Okay. Kendall, Devereaux, and Kiri. you going as fast as you can?
Absolutely.
Checking in how often?
I just, as often as there's a small clearing in the trees where I don't have to pay attention, riding the horse.
Okay. About an hour in, you sense that your sister has moved. You feel as though the more you use this power, the less accurate it is. And you can no longer see her. You can only sense her presence.
Okay. I can't see her anymore, but she's that way. Let's go.
All right. Salix, you still have your 1 hit point. You wander out into the
So about that.
Yeah, you wander out to the forest.
As I start wandering, I get kind of away from her, and I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Just talking my way through how to stitch up wounds and oh, that was good. Max healing. Let's see, that would be 9 hit points. Just sitting there talking myself through healing. I will also go through my bags to see if they took anything other than just the book and the bag of holding.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Do I have the bag of holding?
You do have the bag of holding.
Ooh! Since I do, I will take everything that is in my bag and just put that in the bag of holding, and then put the bag of holding in my regular bag. Okay. Just to make everything lighter so I can move a little bit faster.
Definitely.
And I will continue.
You go about 30 minutes, and what's your passive perception?
17.
Okay. You don't see him at first. But as you're walking along this path that you're making up towards where you believe the lake to be, a figure stands in your way. He's tall, silver hair pulled into a bun at his back, double long swords sheathed, a longbow across. This is Sentinel. Salix.
Hello?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We're quite a ways away from where we saw you last.
So are you.
Well, I'm just trying to find my brother. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't. I'm surprised to see the two of you apart.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're good at working with someone, either of you get into a pickle and you run in opposite directions.
This is a sort of a dangerous area, Salix.
I should be okay, hopefully. I'm not too far away from where I think he should be.
Where are you meeting him?
I don't actually have a meeting place, so I'm just gonna look for him. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep going.
Would you like some help or not?
I mean, you can come with me if you'd like to.
I would like to, if that's okay.
Do I really think this is him? Because I am so suspicious right now.
Roll for insight.
Like, oh, that's pretty good. 19?
You're pretty sure this is him.
Okay. Yeah, we're I think it's this way.
Sure.
There was a lake or something.
A lake.
Yeah.
Did the lake have anything special about it?
I saw some raspberry bushes on the north end. I haven't seen them very much around here, so
Raspberry bushes.
that's what I noticed. Sorry.
No, of course. There's no, don't worry about it, really. He kind of scratches his head a little bit. Did Kendall notice anything different about this lake?
He felt drawn to it a little, but I don't know exactly. It's been.
That's all I need to know. I know what lake it is.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm going in the right direction, right?
No, not really. But a little bit. You would have been off. But I can walk you to it.
Okay.
It'll only take a few hours.
Sure. Well, at least a few hours in the woods company is better than being alone. Thank you.
Of course. Kendall and Devereaux, Kiri. Kendall, as you continue to check in, you sense that Salix is moving towards you.
That can't be right. No, she got out, didn't she? I smirk a little bit, but I kind of try to get there faster.
Okay. You push your horses even harder. And by the time you find your sister, you see her. The fact that you see her and she is not alone. In fact, she is walking happily. You catch her at the end of a laugh with your friend Sentinel.
I pull on the reins of my horse and I jump off as fast as I can. I run over to her. Pedals!
Oh, there you are.
And I just full force run into you for a big hug.
Yep. Totally. Actually, I got a running start. It was kind of a crash situation right there.
But I pick her off her feet a little bit and I twirl her around to kind of stop the momentum.
I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, I was so worried about you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long.
It's okay.
Don't remember.
It's okay.
Are you okay? Are you? And I kind of like push her off a little bit. And are you?
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
You can see I'm a little beat up. I've got nicks and cuts and little tears in my clothes here and there from running through shit, but overall it looked okay. Yeah, everything's fine.
I look over at Sentinel. Did you help her out? Did you?
Barely. No, I found her in the woods.
Yeah, I was trying to come back, but well, they caught me. But it's okay.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Brought up on the horse.
Dev, Kiri, I'm so glad to see you too.
You're safe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but...
Well, where'd you get those gift horses then?
How did you escape?
They let me go.
Huh?
What?
Well, I mean, they had the book, and I promised that if I found another copy, I'd destroy it if I could. So, I really feel like that's kind of important anyways, so since I said that, they let me go.
I wasn't aware that there were other copies. The whole
Right.
book?
Copy? I didn't make a copy.
I would like to insight check Kiri now that I had a knife to my throat.
I will also clarify that I am genuinely asking if there are other copies of the entire book.
You
Like,
may...
that is genuinely what I'm asking you. I'm not
Oh,
necessarily putting it together that what I did is what you're looking for.
So you can roll insight, and then Alex will tell
Camille,
you
I
what
can't hear you.
You can roll insight, and Alex will tell you what you know.
Okay. Wow. 18.
Alex?
Okay, as soon as you say the word copy, you would definitely see a quick flash of like recognition, like, oh, that's something I'm dimly aware of. Also, probably a little bit of confusion, like I was saying, like Kiri is not aware of whether you mean copies of specific parts that were just written down or like whole ass other copies that were like, I don't know, came from the same publishing house or some nonsense. So Kiri is currently
Necromancer's
put it
Publishing
together.
House coming
Yes.
soon.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and they let me go.
Oh, we're glad to see you're safe,
Yeah.
Sentinel.
I found him a little bit into the woods. He offered to escort me back, so.
Pleasure to see you.
And you.
Thank you for helping her get back.
It didn't do much. She's capable on her own.
You did.
Why can't y'all hear me?
It doesn't pick up sometimes, I guess.
I didn't do much. She's quite capable on her own.
Sure is.
I will say you should probably leave these parts. They're quite dangerous. And I'm not talking about beasts.
Fast.
Sorry, Kira, you're breaking up.
Where's the nearest town?
I was just saying.
Well, you're in the thick of the wildwoods, so not for some time, either Grassgrave or Ilverness. You could head to Asmer, and it's east of here.
Actually, real quick, use the other power to kind of see where that sword is, which one of those is in the direction of that.
As you concentrate on the sword, you see a swamp. In it, you hover over this swamp, which you understand immediately to be somewhere between Asmarin and Grassgrave, southeast of where you currently are. Your vision dives into the swamp, underwater, through a series of tunnels, and then up into what you can only imagine is a horde of some kind. You see gemstones, goblets, gold, silver, platinum. And in the very center, atop a pedestal, is a sword. The sword. And as you concentrate on it, you hear a low rumble. You see a flash of green tail. And your nose fills with the scent of acid, poison. And as you come back, you realize that all of your friends are looking at you. Devereaux, Salix, Kiri, you see that Kendall's eyes have gone dark green for a moment as he's searching for this item. And when he comes back, they flash back to their normal color.
Hey, Fuzzy, what was that?
Does anyone know if Azmarin has a bathhouse?
Probably.
Yeah, I think I could go for one of those again. Those are nice.
Salix, I think he's deflecting.
What?
What
Fuzzy?
were you just doing?
I wasn't doing anything. I was thinking about having a bath.
Normally, when you think about having a bath, it's because you stink, not because your eyes turn green.
Aren't my eyes normally green?
No, your eyes are blue.
Oh, I don't really look at my own eyes that often.
I noticed. So,
My eyes turn green, huh?
yeah, what were you doing?
I'm telling you, I was looking for the best place to go.
I turn the horse so that I can just look straight at Kendall. Kendall?
I look over at Sentinel and I ask them, is there any bathhouses in Azmarin?
I've never been.
Neither have I.
Someone said it was nice this time of year, I guess.
I feel better. I feel I don't know. It's always hard to describe how I feel, I guess. But I look over at Sentinel again, and I look back at my group, and I say, what does everyone think? Stinky cheese and bath again?
I feel like we're missing a very important piece of information here somewhere.
What's that?
What's that, Kiri?
What happened in between you doing your thing, whatever that was, and deciding Aspen was the place to go?
I mean, have you been to Grassgrave? I have to
Near
say,
it, but not.
I'm not fond of the word grave or Grassgrave. I had to guess. I don't know. We've been dealing with a lot of graves and a lot of what goes in graves. I guess I'm just hopeful that Azmarin has a respite for us.
Well, I really feel like there's something you're definitely not telling us.
Petals, I always tell you everything. And then
I don't know if that's true anymore.
Can't we just be happy that we're together again? For a little bit? You know I always tell you everything. And then I kind of get in a little bit for like a hug. If she lets me.
Reluctantly, I'll hug you.
and I'll like squeeze her, and I'll whisper in her ear, eventually. And then I let her go.
I start walking west.
Salix, you can ride on my pony. Sorry, horse.
Honestly, I kind of want to walk for now.
Oh,
But thank you, Dev. That's very kind of you.
okay.
And that is where we will take a short break. And we are back. Sunday friends, where are you heading?
Well, I guess we're going west to Asmarin. Sentinel, do you want to come with us, or?
Oh, no, I think I have business to finish here, but thank you. It was always good to see you. Oh, motherfick. I forget.
Real shame. We'll miss you.
And I you.
Thank you for helping my sister for whatever it was that you did.
Merely an escort.
You're okay.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for you, I'd be still walking in the wrong direction, so. Thanks.
It was always good to see you. It's always good to see you. I'll take my leave. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, Sentinel?
Yes?
There's a... Never mind, I think you know already.
All right. I will start walking pretty quickly in the direction that we need to go. After probably about 10 minutes, though, I'm obviously still very injured and tired. Yeah, Dev, I think I'll take that horse ride now.
Okay. Okay.
I will
Let me
climb up
stop.
onto the
Let me
horse.
stop the horse. Let me stop the horse first.
Okay.
Whoa. Right?
He stopped, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
All right.
I hold my hand out. I'll help you up.
Okay, perfect. And I like brace myself with your hand and effortlessly swing up onto the horse that is only slightly taller than I am.
Isn't this fun?
It's much better than walking.
Giddy up. Go. You're embarrassing me, horse. Please.
Subtly nudge it with my heels.
Ah, yes. Excellent. We have an understanding. We've been riding for a couple hours. I've developed a real bond with this horse. I call them horse.
That's a very, very good name for a horse.
Kiri, do these horses have names?
They do. Currently not in a position to ask them yet, though.
Oh. Okay. Let me know. Thanks. As we ride, I would like to whisper back to Salix about what's happened. So, I'm gonna try and be quiet. Keep decent pace away from Kendall.
I will say that when we were all walking and I saw Dev help Salix up onto the horse, I kind of just stood there smiling, just happy to see them, and kind of just like reveled in like the relief, and then took my time to get up on my horse and just follow behind.
is enough. Go ahead, Deborah.
Your brother was in bad shape, you know. Worse than you.
Well, I healed myself a little as I went before I ran into Sentinel. I'm glad to see he's alive.
See about that. I'm not convinced he should be.
What do you mean? That's funny.
My face is like stoic, like emotionless. Salix, I saw your brother get skewered through the gut. In the woods.
Well, Kiri obviously healed him, right?
No. No.
What do you... Dev, tell the whole story. I don't understand what you're saying.
When you had gone, when you were taken, we went to the lake to wait. And when you didn't come back, he crawled off into the woods to look for you. He had like no strength. He was barely standing. And we ran into a strange woman out there. Dark hair, sallow face, huge sword at her side. She was like something out of a story. You know, the ones where well, I don't really know how to describe it, but she well, right, she should have killed your brother with that sword. She stabbed him. And he just let it happen. But I don't understand it. Because the blade didn't go right through him, it seemed to go in but not come out. And after she was done, she just vanished. And I'm concerned because Kendall acts like he acted like nothing happened.
Well, thank you for telling me about that. I'm gonna try to talk to him. Because the thing with his eyes earlier, has never happened before. Thanks, Dev. Thanks for making sure he didn't just go off alone.
He was so worried about you. We all were. I don't know I don't know what good I could have done for him, but I wasn't going to let him wander off and get himself killed.
Well, you're an excellent friend. And I reach down and wrap my arm around your shoulders and just kind of pull you close and give you a little squeeze. Thank you.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you two please not do anything crazy?
I can't guarantee that, but I can try.
I'd prefer to keep you both around.
We're gonna fast forward a little bit. Through about 3-4 hours of travel, maybe. You... As the sun begins to set, you find yourself looking for a place to camp. And Salix would spot it first. The trees clear out. This is obviously a man-made clearing. And in the middle of this clearing, it must be hundreds and hundreds of feet wide, there is a large cottage home. Several children are running out, like more children than you think should belong to one house, are running around. And you hear a voice singing.
It's almost time for dinner.
What do they see?
You see a human, middle-aged, dark brown hair, probably some of it graying a little bit. She is dressed very simply in attire, but there are probably a few sparkling accessories just for flair. One or two feathers in the hair, but she is watching the chaos with a knowing smile. Doesn't really stop them when they start to like wrestle a little bit in the ground.
How many kids are there?
That you see? There are 5, but you hear more voices coming from inside. Of varying ages.
Tess, you see a group coming up on horseback.
Willis! Are we supposed to have visitors today?
No, honey.
Well, get ready because we got some visitors and I'm gonna walk on out. Hi. It's not very often we see this many, wow, there's a lot of you.
Oh. Hi.
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 Hello.
What do are you looking for me?
Actually, we were just kind of passing through.
Oh. Okay.
But you're very pretty.
Oh, I mean, thank you.
So I'm glad
You were muted and you unmuted.
You unmuted.
I mean, so I mean,
well, we were headed towards Asmarin, and this was on the way.
Yeah.
We were actually going to look for somewhere to camp.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to camp because you can just stay with us. Willis, make up the guest bedroom. We'll move the kids into our room for tonight. It's fine.
I lean down to Dev and very, very quietly, so only they can hear, I say, she's really accommodating for people she just met in the Wildwoods.
children in that house.
So you're heading to Asmarin?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Okay, Tess would know this. Direction-wise, is this right direction? We're just going in a... Okay. I mean, that makes more sense. I mean, a little closer to Grassgrave. Not... If you wanted, you could stay there if you... But you are more than welcome to stay here with us for the night.
Well, we don't want to put you out.
Oh, it's fine. You see all these little... What's a couple more mouths?
Did you tell them your name?
Oh. Hi, I'm Tess. Tess Talstag.
Devereaux, make a history check.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I'm going to use an advantage on this probably because
Okay.
I feel like I want to. Ooh, look. That's a 24.
Oh, you know about Tessel Talstag.
I do?
Does.
She's an infamous bard who travels all throughout the continent with her, is it 12? 14 children, maybe?
I lose track.
Wait.
And she
Did you
was a very famous adventurer back in her day.
Did you say Talstag?
I did. You've heard of me.
The
Willis, make another pie.
The Talstag?
The one and only. I will give a nice little bow. You've heard of me.
Who hasn't heard of you?
That's a great question.
My gods.
Oh,
I haven't heard
well,
of
now you have.
Kendall,
now you
this
have.
is-
You're
This is-
right.
This is Tessel Talstag. She's like only the most famous, awesome bard ever.
Oh,
To my heart. So thank you. So kind.
I can't believe it. Yes, we have to stay. We have to.
I mean, that sounds
we?
pretty convincing.
Sure.
Salix, we have to stay.
That's fine. Kendall can go get some rabbits or maybe a deer if
Yes.
Willis could go with you.
Kendall, get food. You have to get food for Tessel.
Okay, okay, Dev. Yeah,
Oh.
sure. Yeah.
What are all your names? Just in case I've also heard of you.
Oh.
I know a
And
lot
I
of things.
don't think you have. I'm Salix. That's my brother Kendall.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm
no, those don't ring a bell. Okay, keep
didn't
going.
think
Let's see
so.
who's next.
And this is our friend Kiri.
And,
Kiri.
and this is Dev. You're apparently your biggest fan.
I'm Devereaux. Devereaux Thistlebrook. I'm not
Oh.
famous.
Thistlebrook.
Yes.
Huh. I guess I see the resemblance, yeah.
What?
Well, let's go on in for dinner. Come on now. Come on, boys, let's go. Jackson, get off of your sister.
Do you
Just a
still-
moment.
I mean, should I still go out and
Yes,
get
Kendall.
something?
Go
Oh.
get some food.
Oh, sure.
I jump
I
off
mean-
the horse. No, wait a minute.
What?
What any preference? I'm sure I can find something.
You're a good hunter. Whatever you can find is great. What do you mean you know the resemblance, Tessel?
Yeah, I can-
Like following behind
wait.
you.
Oh,
Wait,
something big. There's a lot of us. Okay, I will, and then okay, I'm going, and then I turn around and I'll be back.
Watch out for the owlbears.
Do you want company,
What?
Fuzzy?
She said owl bear, right?
I'll come with you. I'll
Okay.
come.
Several
maybe-
children come darting past you, running between your legs. It seems like there's never ending.
Oh, we'll need something big. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you know what an owl bear is?
Yes, they're very unpleasant. Don't hug them.
Okay. Really? Okay. I won't.
Trying to bring some levity, okay? It's been a rough day.
It has been. Let's go get some boar or deer, venison, I think. Okay, we'll be back, Dev. Don't. Well,
Dev's fine.
yeah, I think they'll be fine. I'm sure Kiri, you'll take care of them, right?
I think they'll be fine. Doesn't look like there's anything they need to be protected from. We should talk. I'd like to come with you if you don't mind.
Okay. So are we leaving Dev here?
I mean, you can come, but that armor you're wearing might be a distraction to our prey.
Just kind of looking between the two of them, like,
Well, while you guys get that sorted, whenever you're ready, just come on in. Don't need to knock. Take your time. Willis! And I'll disappear in the cottage.
Dev, do you want anyone to stay with you, or are you okay?
I've already like followed her into the house.
Oh, they're just gone. Okay, well then I guess let's go. Just try to be quiet.
Okay. And I grab my pull my bow out and I.
You stalking an animal to hunt is not going to be a challenge. What would you like to accomplish on this journey? Is there anything
Looking for a boar.
Okay. You can find one easy enough. I'm not going to make the ranger roll for it.
Grab some fresh herbs and vegetables as I'm going to accompany whatever we're making.
Okay. Kiri, are you going with them?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, as you stick close to Kendall, you feel sneakier than normal. What would you like to do on this hunt?
Salix, you mentioned copies of that book we were carrying, right?
Yes.
Hold
Is
on just
there a
second.
copy?
Oh, not of the entire book. I would like to go and into my pack and sweet Jesus. This is the journal where I have some quantity of that book copied. I'll hand it over to Salix.
You know I have to destroy this, right?
I did.
I will open and read what part they wrote down.
Yeah, you're gonna see lots of stuff about the summer court, lots of stuff about a place that sounds suspiciously like your home. No, not so many words.
Yeah, it doesn't use the exact
it's
word. But...
real familiar.
When I hear like the paper rustling and Kiri, that little conversation, I stop, like dead in my tracks.
Yuri, did you know this talked about our home?
I had an idea. I'm curious though, what do you know about your home?
Why should we tell you, Kiri?
Well,
You.
it's in the book.
That-
I
this-
have a
this-
fairly decent idea.
This is why you were so ready to just give the book away? You got what you needed? You have your goals? And for the sake of our safety, you said? And you got what you wanted, didn't you? And you tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, and you do this. How can we trust you, Kiri? How
I want to
can
make
I
one thing.
know?
I want to make one thing abundantly clear, Kendall Evertree. I tried to get rid of that book because if you or Salix made the wrong impulsive move while being threatened for your lives out there in the forest that night, you would have been killed. That's why I got rid of it.
And it just so happens to be that you made your copy of the pages that you wanted to see.
I asked to take possession of the book specifically to do this. Yes, that is true. But I have always, from the beginning, said that this is a dangerous thing we have.
Kendall, they're not wrong in anything that they've said so far.
I was not even
I-
aware that you could even conceivably track the duplication of something like this. I did not know that this was a risk. If I did, it is not a risk I would have taken. And now I am aware.
And I'm just supposed
Danger.
to believe that.
Kendall, they gave it back. I mean, they
Did they?
knew that.
I got it back.
Yeah,
I got the book back.
hold, Kendall, listen. Stop talking and listen. They just gave me the instructions that they took from that book, knowing that I swore to destroy it. I said to them that I would destroy it, and here they are, book in hand. I think that shows a lot about them.
You're right, Salix. Actions do tell a lot about someone. I think I'll
Well,
kind of start walking off.
I'm going to reach down and pick up some fallen leaves, dried, and I will pull out the I will start to very carefully rip just a little corner of the page to see if anything happens to me first.
Nope, nothing happens to you.
Okay, then I will rip out the pages, hand the book back to Kiri, and crumple the pages up with the leaves in my hands, and then Druid craft a little spark to essentially just light that little bit on fire. Let it smolder until it's all ash.
Easy enough to do.
I'm sorry that fate put us on opposite sides of this. Whatever this is.
yeah, I'm too. Where no, I wasn't born into out here they call it the Gloaming Court. I left home. There are two different cultures back where I come from, and I had to leave the place I was born into because everything was a lie. Everything was. You had to twist and contort yourself into being a false person in order to better fit into the society that the Summer Court created. And for the people, that worked just fine. I couldn't quite do that, so I left. But, well, suffice to say, being honest is very important to me, and
You know, it's funny.
I-
You and Kendall have a lot in common in that respect.
here's the less funny part. I say being honest is important, and it's for that reason alone that I'm going to let you know that given the choice, I think I would burn your home to the ground. And I think you should know that. If we're going to keep doing this, if we have an interest in traveling together, seeing where any of this goes, I'm not suggesting we put ourselves in that situation, but
Tears just well up in Salix's eyes, and she strides off into the forest wordlessly after her brother.
Kiri, where do you
yeah,
go?
I don't know if I could have expected that to go any better than it did.
You're kind of lucky Salix only has 10 hit points and
Yeah,
one spell.
no, yeah, there was, yeah, that was a move. It was a move. I'll go back to that house.
Okay. Kendall? Salix?
I'd imagine I'm walking up to the boar that I shot down,
Mm-hmm.
and I angrily pull out the arrow. I don't know, is Salix here to me yet?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't take very long. I probably caught up pretty quickly.
As I hear her approaching, I think I'd say, I don't care, Petals. I don't trust them. Wait. Petals? I run over to you. What's wrong? What happened?
Well, they wouldn't hesitate to burn down the grove.
What do you mean?
They said that. They burn down our home to the ground if they got the chance. So,
For revenge, I'm sure.
well, yeah.
And we won't let them.
You know, when I was taken, I learned a lot more about our grove than the elders really wanted me to know. You know, it's our trees they're connected to the summer court. They're
Oh.
like anchors of safety. So, if Kiri or anyone they're associated with finds their way to our grove, they will burn it. Probably kill everybody if they can. I was given this, and I pulled the chain out from under where I had it hidden. And I can get back there once. Just me, though.
Well, if it had to be one of us, it has to be you.
Yeah, I mean, but
I'm not a druid,
sh-
but you know that even though I'm not a druid, I still do everything I possibly can to make sure that our home is safe. And maybe that means keeping an eye on our traveling companion.
maybe.
And also, um, I Sura was right about a lot of things. And someone came looking for me. And they found me. And they made me a deal.
After they killed you or before?
I wish I knew. I figured Dev would say something.
Of course they did.
I would have told you anyways. But the Raven Queen has given me something. It's how I knew where you were.
Is that why your eyes turned green?
No. Well, yes. There's something waiting for me south of here. Not sure what it is besides a sword that that calls harder than anything's ever called to me before. And she says it's mine. Not just to have, but to use.
What's it supposed to be used for?
To destroy that stupid book.
Well, I guess we gotta get that sword then. But obviously people can make copies of it, so it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe there are portions of it floating around all over the place.
Maybe it doesn't matter what's written in the book. You need the book still. It obviously has some kind of power. It ripped you in half.
Yeah, certainly did that.
But something big is in charge of it right now. And if last night was any indication of my strength or our strength, I'm not so sure we're ready.
Yeah, probably not. The only reason why I'm alive is because the woman who was interrogating me apparently liked me.
The one with a dagger to your throat?
The same.
Maybe it's for the best she let you go.
Yeah. Shh. Should we go home?
How does that coin work?
I guess I focus on home and hold it and here I am.
You know I'd be lost without you, but you'll always belong at home.
I don't like that you never did. You know, Kiri said that the summer court tried to make them be something that they're not. That they twisted people to serve their purposes. I couldn't help but think that that's exactly what they did to you at home. I tried to. Maybe I'm just more foolish than you are because I fell for it, or I don't know.
I don't think you're foolish.
Oh, Fuzzy.
You know what? You know what I would give to belong with you? Make a lot stronger deals than I did last night.
Well, I think as for right now, let's go back and take this boar and get it started. We'll
Okay.
figure out what to do later.
Yeah. I've got an idea. Help me with this boar. And I grab one tusk.
Grab a back leg.
Salix and Kendall, you two bring the boar back. And as you approach this cabin, you can already hear the noise from all of the children, and you hear about 5 voices singing in a relative harmony before it dissolves and bursts into giggles. Devereaux and Kiri, what are y'all doing? As Willis, you see, Tessel has a husband, a partner who is tall, blonde. Reminds you a little bit of Sentinel, but bit heavier, muscular. A ranger, definitely. He seems to be totally unfazed by the chaos in his house. You're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I just speak very quietly.
Oh, don't do that. Tessel, what are you doing?
I'm hurting children. I'm trying to, I am embracing the chaos. While the chaos kind of swarms around Willis, I am actively engaging with the chaos. So I'm trying to bustle children to and fro and get the table set. I imagine we have a very large table.
Yes, and it does
Anyway,
extend. It does
and,
extend
yeah.
magically, yes.
So trying to get them to, set the table and then make sure that when someone sets the silverware a certain way, another one's not coming around and getting angry and saying they need to do it a different way. And the forks work the same way, regardless of where you put them.
Devereaux, even though you have tried to get Tessel to explain what she meant by family resemblance, you have not been able to get anything out of her.
I've just been following you the whole time, like right behind you.
I will, if you're following right behind me, I'm definitely handing things to you to also help set up the table. So,
But
yeah, here, thank you. Perfect. All right.
just throwing them on the table haphazardly. What do you gotta be, you can't just ignore me.
Well, this is almost ready. And that's what's happening as they're coming back. It is. Eventually, I will turn as I'm passing glasses to you. Will just a couple more. There's a lot of us.
But
Yep.
I
Okay,
just-
and we're off.
No, but you gotta. Okay. You gotta be.
Kendall and Salix return with the boar. Willis will happily take the boar from you and begin roasting it over an open pit of fire. He gives you he's definitely the strong silent type. Gives you a nod, takes the boar. And before you all know it, all the places are set. Food is being laid out. How many kids are there actually, Tess?
I think there are 12.
Yes.
That's the number I settled on. And they are ranging from. We don't have any babies right now.
Not yet.
I mean,
Not currently.
not currently.
Are they all biological?
Probably not. It's yeah. I would say there are 5 that are clearly biological, and then the rest, some are clearly not, and some are maybe.
Devereaux?
Okay.
Right. You had questions. Sorry, we were busy.
I've been following you around asking.
Oh, I thought you were helping me set the table.
What? That was a
Thank-
coincidence.
Oh, well, thank you so much for helping. You're a lot better than most of these kids are. I'm sorry, what was your question?
There are a lot of them. But
Yeah.
you said you saw a resemblance?
Oh, I heard Thistlebrook. I assume Clark was your father.
Yes. Yes. Have you seen him?
Oh yeah, saw him a couple weeks ago. Passed through Grassgrave.
What? Just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
How's he doing? What's he look like?
I mean,
How does
he
he
looks.
smell?
He looks. I kind of tilt my head while I get you. Looks a lot like you, actually. Definitely the hair.
Mm.
He was really nice, really friendly. He's got quite the story. Managed to get quite a bit of. I mean, he is the most famous halfling I know, so makes sense. I had to get as many details as I could while he was here. How else am I supposed to share his story if I don't know all the details?
What did he tell you? Where has he
Well,
been?
He's been a lot of places.
I
So,
know.
Well, I mean, oh no.
Ooh,
Who am I?
No
you're
one.
Yeah, you are
Oh.
nowhere.
Oh,
Keep
wait.
talking.
Hey. So, his story really resonated with me because, it sounded a lot similar to mine.
All right,
a
let's
lot
do a
of
quick mute or a quick camera hide. I need.
Everybody,
Let's do
well, obesity.
not Devereaux, Mindy, Juan Carlos, Alex. All right, let's get let's get Juan Carlos, Alex, Mindy. There we go.
I'm sorry.
No worries. Proceed.
He felt that pull of adventure. Felt it too. When I was younger, anyway. Told me how he met, I assume your mom, Rose. Had children. And then left when that desire for adventure became too strong. I hear he's fighting dragons, daring deeds, ones that bards will recount for years to come, which is, of course, why I needed all the details. I don't really know where he was headed next, but I do know that he had this big elaborate plan to slay every chromatic dragon. Green and black, I think, were next on his list.
You're kidding.
No. Your dad was, whew, seemed larger than life. Just
What?
great guy.
Okay. I pull out a piece of paper and my quill. Did you travel with him?
Oh, no. He just happened to pass by like you guys did. It didn't
Never?
take him quite as much convincing to stay, but no. My traveling days ended about 10 or so years ago. I'll glance to Willis.
He'll give you a wink.
Okay. I mean,
Sorry to disappoint. I mean, I've been on many adventures if you want to hear about those, but I am assuming that quill and paper is not for me.
no, it's not. It's not for my dad, really, either. But
Oh? What's it for? What are you doing?
me. It's
What
for
about
me.
you? What are you writing? Is it a diary?
No.
I say it'd be really weird to write in your diary at the table while we're having dinner, but I mean, you know, people
Why
do
would
weird
I
things
have
sometimes.
A diary. That's just. I tuck it away like really quickly. That's just crazy. I know. I'm keeping track of all of my own exploits. I was just curious what my
Oh.
dad's done. Considered a little bit of research. That's all.
Of course, of course. Well, I wish I had more information. Should give him a fancy name like Dragon Slayer. Do I know if he's actually slain dragons? Any dragons up to the point where he's met me?
Mhm.
Oh, huh. Yeah, that's the name you should give him.
Mm,
Dragon Slayer.
I don't know.
Sounds- What would you call them?
I don't know what to call him.
When's the last time you heard from him? I mean, I know that's. I'll kind of look to the kiddos who I am guessing have mostly finished eating because they just scarfed it all down. Hey, Jackson, why don't you take your siblings on outside while there's still a little bit of dusk light, and hopefully they will all, for the most part, scurry away. So it's just.
There's one little girl who's just.
I'll reach into my hair and I'll take out a little feather, tie it in her hair, and I'll give her a kiss on the forehead and nudge her out the door.
Okay.
He mentioned kids.
Yeah, I'm
Didn't
sure he did.
mention that he still wrote home every now and again. That part he didn't quite volunteer. That took a little bit of convincing. But
It's been 20 years.
that is a long time.
You know how many letters he would send?
They didn't mention he didn't. It was like pulling teeth to get the fact that he sent letters at all. Didn't seem particularly inclined. Bit of a sore subject, I'm guessing.
We were lucky to get one a year.
Must have been hard.
Yeah. Dad was always out gallivanting on his adventures.
Salix, sitting next to you, just kind of reaches over and squeezes your shoulder gently.
I was stuck at home,
Well,
waiting for word of him. While
well,
Mom and Sister tended the books, and I got to play in the fields.
but now you're here.
Yeah,
So you left.
I did.
Did you leave to find him, or was it your own wanderlust that drew you away?
I have a feeling I'll see him someday. But I think it's more just the journey that I wanted.
I get that. I do. Well, like I said, he passed through here not 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I guess I would vaguely know what direction he started heading off in. What direction was it?
South.
South. Heading south. He didn't really open up about exact details of his next daring adventure. But if you want that to be part of your journey sooner rather than later, south might be a good place to start.
I look down the table towards my companions and give a sad look at you. I don't know. I could probably wait a little longer. Maybe.
Well, I think you're probably right. In that, regardless of if it's now, years from now, days from now, decades from now, that meeting is inevitable. I hope you get something out of this journey, whatever it is that you're looking for.
Can I ask you, Tess? Did you get what you wanted out of your adventure?
And then some. And I'll look back, glance to Willis, and my adventure eventually led me back home to the place I thought I never wanted to be. I'm not saying that's where your journey will end. And, well, no. I am saying that home just may not be what it was before.
Salix suddenly looks very nervous.
Tess has a high enough passive perception.
Salix? Everything okay?
Yep, everything's fine. Just this is about Dev.
Take a big sip of water. Just keep drinking.
A little pale.
Fine.
You need some peppermint? Willis, can you make her some tea?
Yeah, tea would be great.
Right?
Willis makes a really great tea.
Quietly, the ranger gets up and prepares a tea. You have a hot cup of peppermint tea in front of you, Salix.
I will absorb myself in the cup of tea now.
Tess, you have to tell us. What's your best story?
Oh. Oh. So go. Best story. I've got a couple.
Yeah.
My favorite, this is actually my start with something small, something enjoyable, something that Willis likes to give me a hard time about from time to time. We were in the caverns of, what was that?
The White
God.
Road?
No.
White Cliffs?
No.
I don't know.
Volcano.
The Iron Forge.
We were, oh, that's right, that's how we got our name. It was in the Iron Forge with some companions. We were trying to obtain some artifact, and you know how caverns can be in the Iron Forge. There's lava, and well, I didn't have Willis with me at the time. I did have my friends, and Harfig, she's actually a chief in
Winterhold?
Winterhold. I'm sorry, it's been a long time. She we were trying to get across a little bit of lava, and you know, I can't jump very far. I could charm the pants off of anybody. Not that I do anymore, honey, it's fine. But not particularly athletic. So I asked my friend to throw me across the lava. She's very strong, very strong. Well, must have been a bad day. I even sang to like inspire her, and well, long story short, I ended up in the lava, and half of my feet melted off. So
What?
they
I
grew
spit
back.
out my tea.
They grew back. It's fine. And you know, we went on. We found the artifact. Our friend betrayed us. That was unfortunate. We killed him though.
But did your feet grew back?
It took months. There are some very impressive clerics in San Maria, fortunately.
Oh.
It took a while. I was very slow moving for a good while. I was part of another tale. Well, the beginning of it. Didn't quite see it all the way to the end, but those same friends, they were known as Death's Chosen. Chosen by the Raven Queen herself. They saved her. I still talk to them now and again.
How did they save her?
They... Oh, God, Camille, it's been a long time, ma'am.
No,
I'm
let me
sorry.
message you.
Well, the details are a little fuzzy because I didn't quite make the whole journey with them. But if I remember correctly, they went to Latherna, fought Orcus, his horde. They found the Raven Queen. Stabbed in the chest. It was a shard of the abyss. From the abyss.
The abyss from the abyss.
No, it was shard. But yes.
Huh.
And they fought Orcus, an avatar of Orcus. And they were able to save her. Nefarious schemes afoot, thwarted by Death's Chosen.
Death's Chosen. So ominous.
They were impressive group. Harfig, Zytharia, Malamir, the Lightbringers, Amy, Vianus. That was my family traveling. Oh, and there was that another halfling. What was her name? Andy. Ugh.
Wait,
I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her, but oh my god.
I know a halfling named Andy. Do they have a
A
dragon?
pseudo dragon.
Yeah, I've met Andy.
You met Andy?
Yeah.
She's a delight. I love her. There are very few people that can outtalk me, but gosh darn it. She is one of them.
Well, I'm glad she had a lot of interesting things to say.
She did.
She taught me halfling.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you know halfling.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. How much halfling do you know, good sir? I say in halfling.
In halfling, I say pretty much all of it.
I'll give a glance to Dev.
This is the face I'm making. It's so nice that someone taught you our language, I say in halfling.
Am I not saying it with the right inflections?
Now you're just making fun of me.
Oh, wasn't, and I eat more food off my plate.
We don't get many groups. Most groups head to Grassgrave. We get the occasional adventurer, but I have to say it's nice. Brings back some fond memories. My own times. You'll make a pretty great group.
That's debatable.
I'll tell
I
you
think
the.
we're pretty great.
I mean, I will.
Yeah,
say
you are
the-
pretty great, Dev.
The people that I adventured with, you know, wasn't easy. We definitely had some moments, but adventuring's hard. And so is being a family. I glance back towards the outside where there are children screaming. Trust me, I know. But if my adventures have taught me anything, it's that a family's worth fighting for. Change your life.
Hey, Tess, did you ever find yourselves on opposite sides of a conflict between you and your adventuring party?
Of course. It's the nature of people. We're all different. different backgrounds, different goals. You make it work. That's what a family does. Not that it's not hard, and not that you don't sometimes need time to slam the door and give yourself an evening away, but when it all comes down to it, they're the people that are gonna have your back in the moments you need it most. Whether or not they can actually throw you across the lava.
Well, I really hope that nobody has to throw me across lava.
Me too. Me too. But if they do, just know that feet can grow back. My toes are only slightly webbed. I think Willis likes it.
And
Oh,
on
sorry.
that note, that's what we're gonna call it a session. Special thanks to Mindy for stopping by us, Tess.
Thank you, Mindy. That was beautiful.
Thanks, Mindy.